Most entrepreneurs think more sales will fix their cash flow problem. That's a lie. I've seen businesses double their revenue and still go broke, not because they weren't profitable, but because their money was flowing out faster than it came in. Let me paint a picture. It's Friday afternoon, you've got 3 invoices pending, you got payroll due tomorrow, and your credit card just got declined while you're trying to buy office supplies. You're staring at your account, trying to figure out what went wrong, and that quiet voice creeps in. Maybe I'm not good with money. Maybe that's it. Well, that's the trap. The limiting belief that keeps great founders like you stuck. Because it's not about being bad with money. It's about not having a system for your cash flow. I once worked with a business owner named Michael. His company was growing. His clients loved him, but he was constantly stressed. When we finally mapped his cash flow, we discovered something powerful. The problem wasn't income. It was timing. Once he aligned when money came in and when it went out, everything changed. He stopped chasing numbers and started leading his business with confidence. So if you've ever felt like you're working hard but still wondering where the money went, this episode is for you. Before we dive into the lessons, let's talk about what this really feels like for a lot of entrepreneurs. Because cash flow stress isn't just a numbers problem, it's emotional, it's draining, and it can make you feel like you're failing even when you're not. This episode is for you if you keep telling yourself that one big sale will solve everything. Or maybe you feel anxious every time you check your bank account. Or maybe you're unsure how to pay yourself without risking the business. Or maybe you feel like cash flow is something real CEOs understand, but not you. If that sounds familiar, you're in the right place. The good news is cash flow doesn't have to feel confusing or intimidating. You just need a clear system that puts you back in control. So here's what we're going to cover today. By the end of this episode, you'll understand why cash flow breaks down even when sales are strong. You'll know the 4 essential cash flow systems that every business needs. You'll have a simple plan that you can use this week to take control of your numbers and your peace of mind. All right, so let's get into the practical side of this. Whether you're a solo entrepreneur or running a small team, these 4 lessons will help you fix your cash flow fast and make your business feel lighter again. Each lesson stands on its own. So if you're watching this inside the DRIVENpreneur membership community, take time after each one to pause, reflect, go ahead and download your workbook and take action. Lesson 1, stop guessing and start tracking. Let's start with the first and most important step. You can't fix your cash flow if you don't know what's actually happening with your money. Most entrepreneurs run their business by looking at their bank balance. They glance at it in the morning, breathe a sigh of relief, and move on. But that's not clarity, that's guessing. Cash flow clarity starts when you stop guessing, start tracking. When you can see exactly what's coming in and what's going out, your stress starts to drop immediately. Here's your action step. Open up a simple spreadsheet or use a free app. Write down every single dollar that comes in and every dollar that goes out for 7 days straight. Label it as income, expense, or investment. No judgment. No analysis yet, just awareness. At the end of the week, you'll see patterns that will probably surprise you. You'll know where your money is going, and that knowledge gives you power. When you start tracking, you'll quickly notice something. The problem usually isn't how much you're making, it's when the money moves. So let's talk about that next. Lesson 2, fix the timing gap. This second lesson is about timing. You can make great money and still be broke if the timing is off. Most businesses experience cash flow stress not because of low sales, but because bills are due before payments arrive. That creates tension, especially if you're trying to make payroll or pay vendors. Healthy businesses run on rhythm. You want the timing of your inflows and outflows to align so your money supports your operations instead of stressing you out. Here's your action step. Pull up your list of upcoming invoices and expenses. Look for timing gaps. If a bill is due on the 1st, but your client pays on the 10th, call your vendor and ask if the due date can shift, or send your invoices earlier. You can even offer a small discount for early payments. Fixing timing is like tuning an instrument. Once it's aligned, everything sounds better. When you fix timing, you start to feel relief. But there's another hidden leak in your business that needs attention: unnecessary spending. Let's clean that up next. Lesson 3, trim the financial fat. This one's going to hurt a little, but let me tell you, it's worth it. Most business owners are spending money that they don't need to spend. Small, reoccurring charges quietly drain your cash every month. It might be software you no longer use, or a subscription you forgot to cancel, or tools that overlap. Every dollar should have a purpose. If it's not growing your business or protecting it, it's reducing it. Here's your action step. Go through your last 2 to 3 months of bank and or credit card statements. Highlight every expense that doesn't clearly support your growth or efficiency. Cancel or pause those items this week. You'll be amazed at how quickly those small changes create margin. This is one of the fastest ways to give yourself a raise without making another sale. Once you've trimmed the excess, final step is what separates struggling owners from confident leaders. It's time to pay yourself first. Lesson 4, pay yourself first. This one is simple, but it's powerful. You deserve to be paid for the business that you're building. Too many entrepreneurs put themselves last. They pay the bills, handle the payroll, and then check what's left for them, which is usually nothing. That habit leads to resentment and burnout. Paying yourself first is about leadership. It says, I'm building a real business, not a hobby. When you pay yourself, you lead with intention instead of fear. Here's your action step. Decide on a small percentage of your monthly revenue. Maybe it's 5 or 10 or 15 or 20%. I actually pay myself 30, 35%, and pay yourself that amount consistently. Set up an automatic transfer if possible. If it's modest, the consistency builds confidence and momentum. Remember, when you pay yourself first, you remind yourself that you're not just running a business, you're running a life. These 4 lessons work together to create financial freedom and stability. But they only work if you lead them with discipline. That's where one of the driven pillars comes in. When you're scattered, your revenue becomes scattered. The driven pillar of discipline is what holds this entire system together. Discipline isn't about being strict. It's about creating consistency and clarity so that your business feels predictable and peaceful. When you manage your money with discipline, you create freedom and focus. Now, with that focus, you can actually focus on growth, strategy, and vision. Remember, control creates calm, and calm creates clarity. If you're listening to this and thinking, I need help putting the system in place, I've got you covered. Inside my Driven Owner coaching program, we take these exact principles and apply them directly to your business. We'll build a custom roadmap to fix your cash flow, to strengthen your operations, and position you for sustainable growth. And if you'd rather learn with a community, I want to invite you to join the DRIVENpreneur membership community. Inside, you'll get training, accountability, and tools to help you stay consistent with what you're learning today. And if you want to do both, that's actually the best deal that you can do, is do the Driven Owner program and be a part of the DRIVENpreneur membership community. You can learn more about both at brianrobinsoncoaching.com. Before we wrap up, let's go back through what you learned today so that we can take action right away. Here's a quick recap. First, stop guessing and start tracking. You can't manage what you don't measure. Second, fix the timing gap so your inflows and outflows work in sync. Third, trim the financial fat by removing what doesn't serve your growth. And fourth, pay yourself first so that you lead your business with structure and strength. These 4 actions can completely change how you feel about your business. Now, here's your challenge for the week. Pick one of these steps and take action. Don't wait for the perfect time. Progress starts with movement. Clarity doesn't come from thinking, it comes from doing. That's it for today's episode of the DRIVENpreneur Podcast. If this helped you, please share it with another business owner who needs clarity. And if you're ready to take control of your business, finances, apply what you learned today right away. You leave us a review here at the DRIVENpreneur Podcast. We really appreciate a 5-star review. Until next time, stay clear, stay focused, stay driven.